You probably know about Tiger King. You probably know about Joe Exotic, who is the Tiger King himself. This Netflix TV show that everyone is talking about. Great show. Very interesting show. This crazy person hired someone and paid them, apparently, $3,000 to kill his enemy. Okay, Joe Exotic hired a person called a hitman and wanted this person, this hitman, to kill Carol Baskin, his arch nemesis, his arch enemy. I'm going to show you a video now of someone bringing this up to Donald Trump at a press conference. Now, we're going to watch the video in just a second. Why would someone, a reporter, a journalist, mention Joe Exotic, this crazy guy who owns a zoo full of tigers? That's a popular show now on Netflix, who is in jail now, by the way, for hiring someone to kill someone. Why would this person be bringing it up to the President of the United States? Because the President has a very special power that only the President has, and it's called pardon power. What is pardon power? The President can, if someone is in jail, if someone has done something illegal, it doesn't matter what it is, as far as I know, he can say, you're free. You are allowed to go. You are no longer guilty. Well, maybe you were guilty, but you can now go free. The President has this power. It is called the power of the pardon. And they're bringing this up to the President as a suggestion that maybe Donald Trump should look into this case. He doesn't know about the TV show, but they're bringing it up as if to say, this guy who's in jail for 20 years, 22 years, for hiring someone to kill his nemesis, who is now extremely famous because of this TV show, he should receive a presidential pardon. This is the idea. So we're going to look at the video, and then we will talk about some of the language that we can find in it. So let's check out the video.
Go ahead.
One of the biggest rating hits of the coronavirus, aside from these briefings, has been a show on Netflix called Tiger King.
Yeah.
And the man who's the star of this is a former zoo owner who's serving a 22-year prison sentence. He's asking you for a pardon, saying he was unfairly convicted. Your son yesterday jokingly said that he was going to advocate for it, and I was wondering if you've seen the show and if you have any thoughts on pardoning Joe Exotic.
Which son? It must be Don.
It was.
I had a feeling it was Don. Is that what he said? I don't know. I know nothing about it. He has 22 years for what? What did he do?
He allegedly hired someone to murder an animal rights activist, but he said that he didn't do that, and he was.
Do you think he didn't do it? Are you on his side?
I'm a reporter.
Are you recommending a pardon?
No, I'm not advocating anything.
As a reporter, you're not allowed to do that. You'd be criticized by these. Would you recommend a pardon?
I'm not weighing in on Tiger King.
I don't think you would. I don't think you would. Go ahead. You have a question?
I do like Joe Exotic.
I'll take a look. Is that Joe Exotic? That's Joe Exotic?
Let me get back to the coronavirus if I can, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Last week.
Donald Trump has heard about now the case of Joe Exotic. The journalist brought it up. And this is happening in what's called a briefing. Now, a briefing is when the president is with the media and he's answering questions. This is often something, especially recently, that he's doing every single day. And they're talking about this pardon thing. This is a general word. The word pardon means someone has done something against you, they have done something that's bad, and you forgive them. Now, in this case, we're talking about a legal pardon. That means even though this person is in jail, they get to go free. So it's a general word, but also it's used specifically in a legal situation, especially related to the President of the United States. Now, when we talk about how long someone's in prison, we usually use the word sentence. Sentence? What? Why is it called a sentence? Don't worry about why. We call it a sentence. So we say, for example, a 22-year sentence. We say, Joe Exotic, the star of the TV show Tiger King, is serving currently, has just begun to serve, a 22-year prison sentence for hiring a hitman to kill his arch rival, Carol Baskin. Or as he says it, Carol Baskin. We call it a sentence. So he's serving a 22-year prison sentence. Trump is finding this out. Now, Trump is then asking some questions like he's interested. So I think he's probably watching the show right now thinking, oh, this Tiger King guy, he definitely deserves a pardon just for being crazy and interesting. Allegedly, he did this. Allegedly means that it's something other people have accused him of doing. People say he did it, but it's not clear if he did or not. Now, he's in jail, so that must mean that it's not allegedly. Probably. But Joe Exotic, who's in jail serving his 22-year sentence, would say that it is allegedly, meaning that he's been wrongly convicted. Wrongly convicted means he's been put in jail and pronounced guilty even though he doesn't deserve it. It's not fair. He says, unfairly convicted. I've been unfairly convicted. If you're unfairly convicted, that means you're unfairly put in prison. You're put in prison even though you don't deserve to be. You didn't actually do anything wrong. He says, why would I pay someone $3,000 to kill Carol Baskin? I would pay much more than that, is what he said in the show. So we use allegedly, and we talk about an unfair conviction. Conviction is when someone actually is kind of sentenced to prison. We say that they are guilty. That's how we talk about it. Okay. Now, this is not to say whether he is or is not guilty. I don't know the answer. It seems like he is, based on the show, based on the fact that the jury announced and decided that he was guilty. Whatever. It's not what I'm trying to say. But now Donald Trump is somehow involved in this and is now maybe thinking about a pardon. Will it happen? Probably not. But it seems like there are some people advocating for it. And that's another word that you heard. To advocate for something is to push for something, to support a cause, to get behind some idea and fight for that idea. So there is a group of people, maybe because they like the show, maybe because they like Joe Exotic, they are fighting for the freedom of Joe Exotic. They think that even if he did do something terrible, he should go free. He should not be in jail. They are advocating for that. So hopefully that's all clear. If you haven't seen the show, make sure you watch it. It's a very, very interesting show. Definitely will challenge your listening abilities for sure. But it's great. All right. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. And also check out my links in the description if you're interested in improving your spoken English.